So for folks at home who don't know what a con law is, I'll give you an example. Imagine you're a gastroenterologist. You're not affiliated with a hospital or a hospital group. You are a small clinic owner, an independent physician. You have your own small doctor's office. And one of the things that you do is you provide x-rays, ultrasounds, and every now and then you could rent what's called a mobile MRI machine from the local hospital group to have MRI days. And you charge between $250, $500, $700 for the MRI because that's like sort of the cost level for you to rent that out on a per hour basis, right? Okay, cool. Then you think, well, what if I just had an MRI machine? Just had it in my office. I'm already doing MRIs. I'm already qualified to do it. Why don't I just buy an MRI machine, put it in my office, and then I can, just post the prices for MRIs, $250, $500 a pop. Not necessarily cheap, on par with what, like, say, a major car repair is, but certainly better than the $7, $8, $10, $20,000 price tag that usually goes along with an MRI at a hospital, right? So you as a physician go, let me buy one. The state government will say, no, you are not allowed to buy this piece of equipment for your office, for your practice, because you have to get permission from the hospital you're going to compete with. And the hospital will decide whether there's a need for another MRI machine in your area. Let me ask you a question at home, dear viewer. What do you think the hospital is going to say when they're getting $7, $8, $10,000 a pop for MRI, and someone comes along and says, yeah, I kind of want to undercut you by a few $1,000s a picture and compete with you? Do you think you're going to allow that? Almost universally, it doesn't happen. So you still have to go to the hospital, pay the hospital's fees, and if you want to have something else, tough luck. The C.O.N. laws are essentially government-controlled monopoly protections for healthcare industries, for big hospital groups. They keep independent doctors, small clinics from being able to offer much-needed quality healthcare at a price that people can actually afford. And this law, it has bipartisan support. Bipartisan. The Republicans love it because the hospital associations bankroll their campaigns. The Democrats love it because it keeps healthcare costs high so they can talk about Medicare for all. Meanwhile, we the people are stuck with a regime that keeps our costs high and our access to it limited. I think that's un-American and criminal. And both parties are complicit. It's an important issue. It really is. North Carolinians deserve better. I'm Stephen DiFiore, and I approve this message.